She texts you when she needs something. She shows up when things are slow. She keeps you just close enough to feel like something is there, but never close enough to make it real, and you keep showing up. Because it feels like it could be something. Because she gives you just enough to hold on to. But here's what nobody told you. There is a version of a woman who is not confused about how she feels. She knows exactly how she feels. She just needs you in a specific role, and that role is backup plan. Today, I am going to show you the 7 signs she is using you as a backup plan. Not because she is evil, not because she hates you, but because you are useful to her. And useful is not the same as chosen. Pay attention to all 7. Because most men only catch 1 or 2 and convince themselves it means nothing. Sign number 1. She only reaches out when it is convenient for her. Think about the timing of her messages. When does she text you? When does she call? When does she suddenly want to hang out? If you pay attention, you will notice a pattern. She comes around when her other options have gone quiet, when her plans fell through, when she is bored, when she needs something done. She does not reach out on a random Tuesday because she was thinking about you. She reaches out when there is a gap in her life that needs filling. A woman who genuinely wants you reaches out with no agenda. She texts you just because. She calls just to hear your voice. There is no gap she is filling. You are the reason, not the solution. When you're only hearing from her at convenient moments, you are not a priority. You are a utility. Sign number 2. She keeps the relationship in a permanent gray zone. You have never had a clear conversation about what this is. Every time it comes close to being defined, she finds a way to avoid it. She is not ready. She does not want to put a label on it. She just wants to see where things go. She hates pressure. Here is what that gray zone is actually doing. It is keeping you available without requiring her to commit. You cannot leave because technically nothing is official. You cannot move on because it feels like it is almost something. The gray zone is not confusion. It is control. As long as nothing is defined, she keeps her options open and you stay exactly where she needs you. A woman who sees a real future with you does not need indefinite ambiguity. She wants clarity because she wants you locked in. The gray zone is for the men she has not decided about yet. Sign number 3. She disappears when things are going well in her life. This is one of the clearest patterns, and most men miss it completely. When things are good for her, when work is exciting, when she is seeing someone, when her social life is full, you hear nothing. Weeks can go by with minimal contact. But the moment things quiet down, the moment something falls apart, the moment she is lonely or bored or needs support, you get a message. You get attention. You get warmth. What this tells you is that you are not part of her good times. You are part of her survival strategy. She comes to you when life is not giving her what she wants from other places. A woman who genuinely wants you includes you in all of it. The wins and the slow weeks. Not just the moments when she has nowhere else to go. Sign number 4. She talks about other men around you without hesitation. A woman who sees you as a potential partner is aware of what talking about other men signals. She is careful about it because she does not want to damage what she is building with you. A woman who sees you as a backup plan has no such filter. She vents about the guy she's dating. She talks about her ex. She asks for your advice on situations with men she is clearly interested in. And because you are into her, you play along. You give her advice. You listen. You are the supportive friend she needs at that moment. But let's be clear about what is happening here. She is using your emotional investment in her to get free emotional labor. She feels safe doing this with you because in her mind, the dynamic is already clear. You are not in the running. The moment a woman starts treating you like her relationship therapist for situations involving other men, she has already placed you in a specific category. And it is not the one you want to be in. Sign number 5. Her effort only matches yours when you start to pull away. This one is subtle, but once you see it, you cannot unsee it. When you are fully present, texting consistently, making plans, giving her attention, she is lukewarm, slow to respond, vague, distant. But the moment you pull back, the moment you get busy with your own life or stop reaching out as much, she suddenly appears. She texts more. She makes plans. She turns the warmth back on. This is not her realizing she has feelings for you. This is her noticing that her backup plan is becoming unavailable, and she needs to keep you in position. Real interest does not work like a thermostat. A woman who genuinely wants you does not wait for you to withdraw before she engages. Her effort is consistent because her interest is consistent. When her effort only rises to meet yours, when you step back, she is managing you, not choosing you. Sign number 6. She never makes future plans that include you. Pay attention to how she talks about what is coming. Her holiday next month, the concert she wants to go to, her plans for the new year. Are you in any of it? Does she ever say we should do that? Or you would love this, or I want you to come? If her future consistently exists in the singular, if it is always I and never we, you are not in the picture she is building. Contrast this with how she talks about other people. Her friends are in her future. Her family is in her future. Even casual acquaintances get invited to things. When a woman sees a future with someone, it comes out naturally. She does not have to force it or remember to include them. It just happens because they are already in her mental image of what is coming. If you are never in that image, it is not an oversight. It is information. Sign number 7. Your gut has been telling you something is off for a long time. This is the sign most men discount because it does not come with evidence. But it is often the most accurate one. Something has felt unequal for a while. You have felt more invested than her. You have felt like you are working harder for something she is receiving with one hand. You have probably excused it, told yourself she is just guarded, told yourself she shows love differently, told yourself to be patient. But deep down you already know. You can feel the imbalance. You can feel that you are more of a resource to her than a person she is choosing. That feeling is not insecurity. That is your instincts doing their job. And the men who listen to that feeling early are the ones who protect themselves. The men who ignore it keep waiting for something that was never coming. So what do you actually do with this information? First, stop performing. Stop being maximally available. Stop going out of your way to prove your value to someone who is not deciding in your favor. Second, get honest about the pattern. Not the moments when she was warm and things felt good. The full pattern. The timing of her contact, the consistency of her effort, the clarity she has given you about what this is. Third, understand that being someone's backup plan is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of her situation and her choices. Some women keep a backup because their first choice is uncertain. That is about her, not you. Fourth, and this is the hardest one, make a real decision. Not a passive one, not waiting to see what happens. A conscious choice about whether you want to keep investing in something that is returning so little. A backup plan can only exist if you agree to stay in that position. The moment you step out of it, either she shows up differently, or she shows you exactly where her priorities really were. Either way, you stop being kept, and you start making room for someone who is actually choosing you. Here is what I want you to remember. Being chosen is the baseline, not the reward. Not the goal you have to earn your way to, the baseline. If you have been putting in consistent effort for someone who keeps you in permanent uncertainty, that is not a relationship in progress. That is you auditioning for a role that has already been cast. Know your worth. Not as a phrase, as a daily decision about where you put your time and energy. Subscribe if this hit home. I release new videos every week on exactly this kind of thing. And drop a comment below telling me which sign you recognized. I read every single one.